Dr. Omicron 1.
The Red Steel TV.
Psycho Massacre Films.
UK HHN.
And Mr. Horror Nights, and this is Horror Nights Updaters. So yeah, Deadly Fear 1283 won't be joining us this night because technical difficulties with his iPad, so you won't see him this episode. Anyhow, we have a lot of news to talk about this week. According to Design of the Fear, we are apparently going to share 2 houses this year for both Orlando and Hollywood, one being a classic IP house. So guys, what do you think it is?
I want it to be Halloween, but it could be Exorcist, maybe Stephen King's The Shining.
A best of Stephen King type.
Or that, yeah, too.
I'm with John. Those are my 3 picks, I think, too. For if they pick classic, any horror classic. Or it could be, if they ever wanted to do Alien. So those 4, yeah.
Aaron?
I don't know. There's a lot you can pick from, but I could be completely wrong, but I just have a feeling it's Aliens. But it could be something else.
Alien. Because, most of the clues regarding this maze is that this one is very epic, in which most of each of the characters are epic in some way. And so, if you think about it, wasn't it that said that Aliens had mostly epic characters?
Yeah.
If you want. Okay.
Hicks, Hudson, Bishop, Ridley, Newt. Yeah, that whole team of Colonial Marines. Plus it had the Queen.
What do you think, Neil?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you think, Neil?
I think the same. I think there's a million houses it could be in a sense, but then if they're saying it's going to be epic, it's got to be something that's going to be, it's an absolute classic. I mean, it's up there, it's been up there for forever, so obviously Exorcist, Alien, it's got to be in them brackets for the standard of obviously what they class as something that's a classic and something, that everyone wants. I just hope if they did an Alien house, so that the alien's not comical, that they actually pull it off. It's not like Nemesis.
Oh, God. his head would be flopping.
So that would be my only worry.
If they were to create a xenomorph, I'd really love to see a puppet version of it, kind of like what they did with the wolf.
That's what they'd have to do.
Yeah.
I was just saying, it sounds daft, but the great movie ride at Hollywood Studios, Disney, I think it'd be something like that, where it'd be a puppet and it'd come out from the top and obviously come out the side, so, and then you'd probably have one guy in a suit near the end or something, so, but, yeah, I think it'd be the same. I think it'd be something where it's visually great, but if it's something we've got early, it's probably something we've been trying to get for years, to be honest, so.
Yeah, they did mention something like that. Like, this property apparently is one of those type of houses where, people think it can't happen, but now all of a sudden they can do this, and it's one of those type of houses that matches up to the desire and love Werewolf in London got in Orlando. And so, seeing that both Hollywood and Orlando is going to share this, it's massive, and, Hollywood really wants to do an Exorcist maze as well as Orlando. So I'd say the Exorcist is that classic house, because both those parks really want to do that house, and it's been a very hard IP property to claim and use as a haunted attraction. Again, Alien, it's a dream that would be so awesome to see come to life if that was it as well. But it's just tough to choose either way. And so there's so many different things you can come up with to say this house could be.
Yeah. Like Angel said about that, Aiello on Twitter, he said that this is one of his dream properties. So thinking from his part, didn't someone say on what's it called? On HHN, Horror Night Nightmares, that he wanted to do a Killer Clowns from Outer Space maze? I don't know if that would be a dream property though, because
it wouldn't be a big one. No.
It wouldn't. I don't think it'd be a big one for Hollywood because Hollywood already did that with the Terror Tram, correct, Aaron?
Yeah, the backlot.
Yeah. And he also described it as unbelievable that it's incredible how they actually got the rights to this property. So that makes me think it could be one of Stephen King's properties, because Stephen King has said no for a long time. Maybe he changed his mind this year. It also could be Exorcist, and it also could be Halloween. Halloween's definitely up there. So,
can you think about all the stuff they would have to do an Exorcist house, though? I mean, her levitating off the bed, the crab walk, the spider walk, whatever they want to call it, the head twisting, the vomit. They got a lot to work with there if they want to do those effects right.
Yeah. No, they can do it, for sure.
Yeah, they could. I would love an Exorcist house.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine Evil Dead combined with Legendary Truth. There's your Exorcist house right there. Both of, just imagine those two combined, and Exorcist would be that crazy like that. Good God.
I know.
That house is
that.
Wait, what, Aaron?
You know what's funny too?
The Exorcist. What's that?
I was gonna say too. You know, in Legendary Truth, the Wyandotte Estate, the one from 2010. One of the rooms had this effect where it did flash, 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 and one of the images on the window was the devil face from Exorcist, which I found funny.
I was going to say, the only thing that would worry me with The Exorcist is I hope that it just wouldn't be as if it would actually be scary. It just won't be like you're walking through looking at scenes out of the film and it wasn't actually no one jumping out. It'd just be like you're watching a scene, walking past it, someone on the roof just walking past it. I don't think it'd actually make it so there's some jump scares. But my thing with this house is that throws people a bit is by saying that all the characters are epic, which even for classic films, I think rules out a lot of films, because a lot of films there's only one character that's epic. You look at Nightmare on Elm Street, it's Freddy. And I think even with Halloween, you've got Dr. Loomis and Michael Myers, and then the rest are just throwaway characters. So, it's this is the one where I think it'll throw a lot of people.
That's what threw me off yesterday too.
No.
Unless, like what you said, John, it could be, if it's a Stephen King, it could be a best of house, because that's characters. Different movies.
Exactly,
Different rooms, each movies, yeah.
He did say classics, but not classics. No S. So it's not a best of house. It's one film.
It's one thing, yeah. Most likely. Well, okay. Well,
it could be Stephen King, but which film would fit that description?
Well, okay, let me see. It won't be Carrie, because Carrie is just Carrie. The Shining or Jack Torrance.
Yeah, Jack. And the little girls. I think that's it.
The little girls.
And probably Danny. I think that's his name, Danny, the kid.
What about Red Brown, yeah. You can do that.
Well, you just have Pennywise. You have Pennywise, but then you have the kids when they grow up and stuff, but I wouldn't really call them epic.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm up at the Goonies now.
Hey, you guys!
I was thinking this. What if I don't know if it... Okay,
Baby Ruth?
In the trailer for this film was compared to John Carpenter's Halloween, and I know you guys... Okay, what if it's Trick or Treat? Because all the characters have it have. Because it has the werewolf girls. It has the principal serial killer. It has Sam, of course. It has that old guy. It has those children that died on the bus.
Yeah.
What if it's Trick or Treat?
But if you really think about Trick or Treat though, the other characters are cool, but when you think of like an epic character, you just really think of Sam.
True, yeah. Sam is the one that stands out, so I don't know.
Yeah.
And plus, I don't think it's a wow property for him. I think it's...
Wait, what?
No, go ahead.
I just think it's... I think, even though it's a property we'd like, I still don't think it's a wow property that for everyone. I think this is going to be something massive. This is like on par with American Wealth in London. So I think I don't think it'd be Trick or Treat or something. I think Trick or Treat's a cult house as a cult following, but I don't think it's
a cult. Yeah, cult film.
That's true. Yeah. So we can rule that out. I don't know.
Aliens is the only thing that comes to mind.
Now, because of, MGM, or Hollywood Studios, I always call it MGM, but because they have that part in the Great Movie Ride with the alien, do you think that would affect Universal and Orlando getting anything? Like, do they have to have an agreement in order to use Alien? Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
No, I just think that's part of the ride, and obviously from when it was in years ago. I don't think they'd have any problems selling rights to the to do it anywhere else to do with Alien. Because they might not do Aliens, the house, they might just do Alien, the house, so it depends on
it's like...
Whoa, I just figured out something. What if...
Brainwave!
Wild spitballing idea here. One of the houses would be based off Alien Isolation, which comes out this year.
Well, this is the thing.
That's one Alien, though.
That's basically Aliens.
No, but I'm just saying
it's Ellen Ripley's daughter.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying this house specifically. I'm just...
Has anybody mentioned Predators? I don't think we have.
Predators is more... I think... I wouldn't consider Predators more as a horror film. I consider it more as a sci-fi thriller. Next order of business here is Malcolm. Apparently this house will not be a video game house. Instead, hold on a sec, I'm reading over this. Malcolm is not based on a TV show or a video game. And the treatment is 72 pages, blah, blah, blah. And this is also another property that people are going to freak over about. And so, what do you guys think this might be, Malcolm?
I don't know. They're stumped. I mean, it could be, like we just said, what we just said, it could be any one of those.
John, can you reread the hints he said?
Murdy says here, the codename refers to a famous Malcolm. He could be living, dead, fictional. Something about his career is the hint to the maze theme. Here's your first hint. Location, location, location. Geography plays a role in this maze. The setting is well known to horror fans. Here's your next hint. You're going to have to do some research to figure this one out. It comes in the form of the short, true story. I started at Universal as a tour guide in 1989. That year I gave the VIP tour to one of the most famous people in the world at that time. I'll narrow it down for you. That famous person was a musician. One of his albums is a hint to the theme of the maze. Who was he? This will be your last hint for the maze codename Malcolm. The title of the song sung by one of the X-Men. God, that's evil. Laugh out loud. That's all the hints. Since I'm an evil carny, of course, there's an evil twist. One of the hints could be a red herring. I think the musician he refers to is Michael Jackson. I don't know if he went to Universal that year.
Who else was famous around that time? Very famous musician.
Michael MJ. He won at the music awards that year in 1989. So that makes me think that it might be him. And then one of his albums, and Dr. Emmett Brown won. He brought this up. One of his albums is called Blood on the Dance Floor, and one of the songs on there is Ghost. And Ghost was co-written by Stephen King. So could it be Stephen King then?
Blood on the Dance Floor, the name of the album, also supposed to mean the theme, and that's where Psycho Massacre Films brought up the topic of Carrie. But then again,
That's true.
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Yeah, the dance
Then again,
floor,
this
the
all could be a
prom.
red herring.
But yeah,
Like most of those hints can just throw us off by one red herring.
Yeah.
We are all
Yeah.
wrong.
yeah. So,
I think,
Who knows?
yeah, I have no idea.
Vic, you want to bring up the Ghostbusters theory?
I thought too of like, cause that last one when they said epic characters, dude, I always think of the four guys. There's four of them, you know?
It's
You just
30,
have-
isn't it 30 years?
Yeah, it's the
30
30th
years,
anniversary this year.
Wow.
It's a classic.
30th anniversary.
That could be a comedy house. That could be a
30th
comedy
anniversary.
house.
Epic
Wait,
characters.
shit,
You have the
that's
four
one.
guys. You got Slimer, Grey Lady. You got Stay Puft
Yeah,
Marshmallow
yeah.
Man. You have Vigo
Yeah.
Carpathian, and then a tweet Mike Aiello did not too long ago. He goes, "Oh, Netflix is getting a horror movie update or something." And one of them listed was Ghostbusters. Yeah. I mean, it's just a speculation, but you know,
It would make sense if 30 years, yes. Ghostbusters, Maze, yes.
it would make sense if they did a 3D house too. They could do that too, make it a 3D
and a
house.
comedy house.
And the people,
Yeah.
some people on a certain thing that I check say it can't be done. I want to rip my hair out when they say, "Oh yeah, there's not enough scare." Yeah, of course you can do it, man. Look at Wyandotte Estate. Look at the effects they could do in there. I mean, you don't have to follow.
Yeah, and they can base it off the cartoons too, Vic.
They could
Not
do
just
that.
the
They could use, they could do that. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff they can do. I mean, Sam Hain, the Spirit of Halloween, was in there. I mean, come on.
John Murdy tweeted a new photo involving, let's see, there's a squirrel, there's an octopus leg, and there's I forgot what the other thing is called.
A doctor's stethoscope and baby wipes.
Maybe why we should Ghostbusters.
That's what I thought of the stethoscope too. That's what Egon has around. I don't know. Maybe the squirrel because they're nuts, but I don't know about the. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't think they'd dare. I don't think they'll ever get Doctor Who house because BBC wouldn't let them.
No, it's not Doctor Who.
The only thing Doctor Who we're gonna get is the little references.
The problem we have over here is the reason why Doctor Who would be really hard to do is because BBC's a free well, we have to pay for a TV license to watch BBC, and it's a national channel. They can't sell to make a profit. It's so if they to sell the rights to Halloween Horror Nights would be breaking their contract they have with viewers. So it'd be a bit hard. So there's a rumour that they're going to be doing Unlimited Express at Halloween Horror Nights Orlando. If you bought a ticket, the Rush of Fear, they do one with Express, where you can go in each house once. But with this ticket, you could go in unlimited houses, Express all night.
Oh shit, that would be awesome.
But it's gonna.
That's really going to be a great ticket seller with the obsessed fans.
They're assessing how they're doing it with Universal, and it's under review, and we'll find so. And then they're going to see how it works in the theme park, but it'll cost about an extra $150 more than the Rush of Fear with Express, which was $190 last year. So you're looking at $350 for the ticket.
Fuck that.
No,
I'm not made out of
Imagine
money.
this year we finally reached the $100 ticket limit for one ticket. General admission one night.
General
I
admission.
wouldn't be surprised if we reached 100 this year.
No, they're gonna keep going up, dude.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
You sure?
Thanks guys for watching. Please
Stop
like,
Jared
comment,
Brown 1.
subscribe.
The Red Steel TV.
Psycho Massacre Films.
UK HHN.
I'm Mr. Horror Nights, and we will see you hopefully next week. Adios, kiddos.
See you guys.
We're not doing that.
Bye guys.
Bye.